Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody. Today guys we will take a look at the Australian dollar because it shows most interesting situation among other major currencies. Besides on the euro currency, as you can see, our setup and scenario that we have discussed in previous daily videos mostly stands the same. So euro indeed has jumped up from the our support area, from the weekly pivot point, from the constant support, and stands approximately the same area since then. So we have discussed previously, so you can see that was yesterday's sessions. Right now stands in the same area. So all that we said about euro currency still valid. So we continue to think that market really could show a progression here. We have the same patience. So that's why today we will update our view on Australian dollar. Also, guys, I would like first to show you the chart of the dollar index because I think that it really shows interesting stuff. So if we'll take a look at the September futures on the daily chart, the index, it's really could be the bearish dynamic pressure, guys, is growing. So initially this action has started from the guarded triple to sell pattern, and if you will take a look at the contracted chart, I will explain what I mean. So take a look what has happened here. Collapse. That is dynamic pressure, guys. So market shifts trend bullish. Price action stands flat and doesn't support any up action, and after that drop is falling. So you can see it probably very often in the market, and previously even the market will start some minor retracement, collapse here. So that is a very good example of the same action as here. That's why I think that market could form this dynamic pressure, and as it leads to usually to taking out of these lows, I think the next destination point will be approximately 91, 90, 91, 70s. Could be some kind of the butterfly could be formed here as a result of this drop. Also, guys, this level is very important because if you'll take a look at the monthly chart on the dollar index, this 91.70 is the monthly oversold. That's why market could burst this level and drop maybe slightly lower, but it will be hard to break it totally, and that's why I did not expect some strong weakness in the United States dollar in the nearest future. So this collapse as a result of the Jackson Hole meeting could happen because currently setups on many currencies we see against the dollar. So that we see on euro currency, this setup on the dollar index that we have, and right now, as you will see on Australian dollar, we also have stuff that mostly suggests some weakness in the United States dollar in the nearest future. So on the daily chart, we have the butterfly is forming. So our stop grabber that has been formed here has completed its target because this spike is taken out of these lows. That's the minimum target of the grabber, as we said. And indeed, this has happened. So that was an area where we have discussed the entry opportunity to go long. Because, guys, if you will see the extension of this butterfly, it stands at 81.30. And 81.30, 81.50 is the uncompleted major monthly targets. So we have the AUDUSD in progress that hasn't been completed yet. We have the monthly weekly butterfly that has been completed. That's the major aim for Australian dollar. And the appearing of the butterfly here seems absolutely logical. So that is just how lower time frames agrees with the higher time frames. So you can see this really significant potential of this upward trade, and it's more than 200 pips. So it's very good. And right now we need to take a look what's going on in intraday charts. On the 4-hour time frame chart, here's our godly triple to buy pattern. As you can see, theoretically it has worked because we indeed have AUDUSD down, and this point is lower than this one. So by the lead, this pattern has been completed. But personally, guys, I haven't got my feel because it was placed slightly lower. Actually, usually I fade the entry point, so I place entry order slightly higher than completion of the page, and stops I place slightly lower, so below the levels. But here it was not sufficient, and for the few pips I haven't got my fill. So if you have taken the long position here, it's very good, because now you could move your stop to the break even, just watch what will happen. For others, we need to keep an eye on another chart. So on the hourly chart, market right now is forming some kind of the reverse head and shoulders. That is finalizing this AUDUSD pattern and preparing market for upward reversal probably. At least as it is suggested by the current picture. So of course we do not know what Yellen will tell, what Draghi will tell. Maybe it will turn from top to bottom as a result. But currently technical picture looks as we are discussing. So here's this pattern is forming. And actually, guys, the bottom of the left shoulder or the right shoulder already has been completed. Also, it's interesting that if you will plot here the AUDUSD predictor, you will see that here market has formed minus top grabber. So this is bullish grabber that suggests the moving above this top. And this moment gives small chances that market really could show the AUDUSD pattern that I have drawn. So more probable that market really could show this upward action and show some maybe breakout or something of that sort, because mostly the shape of the hand shoulders already stands in place. But for some case, I have plotted here, I have drawn here nicely looking garters triple to buy, because it's really significant time yet to the Yellen speech. I just remind you that she will start to talk at the 2 o'clock by the Greenwich time. So Draghi will start to speak in the 7 o'clock. So it will be in the evening. So in Europe, it will be already the 8 o'clock in the evening. So, but Yellen will start at the 2 o'clock, and here's pretty much time. So maybe while the consolidation will start, some nervousness will appear. Who knows? Maybe on the volatility, market will complete this pattern. And if this will happen, this will be a really great chance to think about taking a long position, especially if you have missed entry at this point. So that will provide very small risk. This will be entry point. This will be invalidation, because we could get the garters triple to buy. Maybe market will form this pattern, I do not know. So currently you will have to make a decision, maybe to skip this trade at all. Maybe it will be not quite comfortable entry, because it will be a bit far stops. But the potential of this trade, guys, as you can see on the daily chart, is 81.30 area. So it's very significant action. So that really will be not the trivial decision what to do. Whether to take this trade or not, whether it makes sense to take a bit greater risk than usual, greater stop loss to take part in this possible action or not. So it's not really very simple, and that's up to you, because everybody has different money management, risk sensitivity. So that's very personal. But I just like to show the patterns that's now are forming here, and mostly currently picture looks bullish.